Good day, I'm radio and TV personality Rob Pagetto in Toronto, Ontario, and we are gearing up for the Accounts Payable and Leadership Conference in Chicago happening September 25th. Joining me today is Virginia Lasenby, who is a consultant, and it's all about accounts payable management. And Virginia, let's talk about where you're coming to from us right now and a little bit about your career.
Okay, I am coming to you from a suburb of Chicago, Plainfield, Illinois. It's just about an hour outside of Chicago.
Oh, perfect. So easy peasy for you to get to the conference.
Yes,
So
yes,
you were talking with me earlier, 25 years in this business. You're kind of retired, but you're now moving into the consultant field.
yes. Um, I started out in accounts payable as accounts payable manager 25 plus years ago now. I love it. I love accounts payable. And the main reason I love accounts payable is that it's really the same wherever you go. It's just a matter of how you pull the information. The information is the same, but how do I get it? So that means I have been able to pick up accounts payable. I've had 3 companies that I've really been involved with in my career. The first one was Accounts Hardware. I actually went in and set up the accounts payable department for the Ace Hardware stores. At that
Wow. And
time, there were corporate stores. So I set up the accounts payable department. I trained, I hired, and I got that whole corporate stores running. I also assisted them with their accounts receivable staff as well. So that's where I started in accounts payable. From there, I moved into the healthcare industry. I was with Fresenius Medical Care, which is the world leading company for renal dialysis patients. And Fresenius Medical Care has about 2,000 locations at that time. There were about 2,000 locations. And I ran their accounts payable department, full cycle accounts payable. And this is where I had my proudest moment. I actually developed their accounts payable manual. And that manual included starting with the invoice hitting the door, to the PO process, to the payment out the door. And that manual was used in training. I trained with it in several locations. And I'm proud to say it was actually, they continued to use that manual years after I left. So that was my proudest moment for Fresenius Medical Care.
that's got to
From
make you
there,
feel fantastic
I'm
for sure.
sorry,
That's got to make you feel fantastic and proud for sure.
it does because I carried those relationships after I left Fresenius, so I know that they still use that manual in their training. From there, I moved on to Amita Health. Amita Health is now under Adventus, and they have about 19 hospitals and several medical offices, hundreds of them across the state. So I went in and trained and managed their accounts payable process, including 3-way match. With Amita Health, they had 4 smaller companies who had their own individual accounts payable department. I consolidated all 4 into
Wow.
one accounts payable department under their corporate headquarters. Another proud moment for me.
Wow, what an incredible resume. I'm in Canada, but I know Ace Hardware, and that is a massive hardware company. Then you go on to build a manual from scratch and then implement other things with that third company. You are definitely somebody we need to see, and we're looking forward to your session in Chicago. So let's talk a little about the session and maybe a little hint as to what's going to be happening. We're going to be talking about over 100 years in accounts payable. What have we learned? And 25 of those 100 years you've been involved in personally. So give us a sneak peek of what's going to be happening during your session.
Okay, during my session, I really want to, first of all, focus on what account payable, what does it mean? We need to focus on the company's financial obligations. The company, with accounts payable, of course, we want to maintain paying invoices timely, getting them in and out the door. I want to talk about full cycle accounts payable, including PO processing, the three-way match, which is critical to paying invoices. The purchase order process, the main thing is getting that receipt in. That seems to be a pitfall for a lot of companies. It's getting that, you got the three-way, the invoice, the receipt, and the receipt, the invoice, and the purchase order. That receipt portion seems to be a stumbling block.
All right, now, Virginia, I don't want you to give too much information here because we want them to come to Chicago. So
I understand.
Yeah, I love your information. Now you're obviously one we need to pick your brain, and it's going to be an amazing session. But I just want to ask you one personal thing. Tell me
Sure.
one fun fact about Virginia.
Okay, we had fun facts already because when I get to accounts payable, I just go on and on and on. So, okay, so fun fact. Well, now this is going to be, and I always use this because this is going to be related to my sorority. This fun fact.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. When a sorority is chartered, you have to have a charter to have a chapter on a campus. I am a charter member of my undergraduate chapter, as well as a charter member of my graduate chapter. So when I tell people that, it's kind of amazing.
Yeah, I love it.
Because I have the experience at both levels, undergraduate level and graduate level.
I love it.
That's my fun fact.
I look forward to meeting you in Chicago, and for the rest of you, you have to meet Virginia. All you have to do is click the link that you're seeing on your screen right now and join us in Chicago. Virginia, we'll see you September 25th.
Thank you so very much. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.